Hi guys! It's me, Monica. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm also new here on YouTube. So today, ang i-discuss natin ngayon ay proof ng time travel. Dun sa unang post ko, tungkol siya sa ghost stories. Yung pangalawa ko, time travel din siya, pero it mostly focuses on Mandela effects. So, ngayon, ang i-discuss ko sa inyo, medyo kakaiba siya. So, ang Mandela effects kasi, ibang klaseng proof siya ng time travel. So, yun yung proof na parang nagbabago nga yung mga gamit natin ngayon, yung mga brands, mga shows. Dito, sa i-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon, magpapakita ko sa inyo ng actual pictures, videos, ng mga sinasabi nilang proof na time travel exists. So, these are not mine, so hindi to original. These are just some of the information na nag-gather ko online or through articles, and I want to share it with you guys and tell me what you think. So, maraming proof of time travel out there, pero these are just some of them. Syempre, kailangan ko mag-ipon para dun sa susunod kong videos, diba? So, ito, these are just some na para lang rin mag-grab yung attention nyo. And if you are interested or if you have your own proofs, comment below, tas usap tayo. Okay? So, simulan na natin. So, I have 10 proofs for you guys today. So, simulan natin sa The Astronaut. So, The Astronaut, tinawag siyang gano'n kasi ito yung nahanap nila sa isang pillar sa Salamanca Cathedral Church. So, ang Salamanca Cathedral Church, ginawa siya nung around 1600 to 1800. So, nagtataka yung mga tao kung bakit dito sa pillar na to may nakaukit na astronaut na nobody knows why and nobody knows what it means. Pero nung time na yon, definitely wala pang astronauts. Hindi pa tayo nagsa-space travel. Wala pa at all. Natapos yung cathedral, ginawa 1800s. Pero, may astronaut. Some people, they say na maybe it is a proof of time travel. Maybe, ang mga time travelers, ganun talaga yung OOTD nila. Yung kanilang outfit pang astronaut. Kasi, na-link nila sa isa pang unexplained na picture. So, this photo was taken by a dad na taking a picture of his daughter dito sa parang, I don't know if meadow or hills. So, pinipicturean niya yung anak niya, and ito sinalumang panahon pa to, as in the film pa. Pinipicturean niya yung daughter niya, tapos nagulat siya kasi nung pinipicturean daw niya, walang tao doon, kundi siya, yung asawa niya, tsaka yung daughter niya. And yet, biglang may lumabas na astronaut figure sa likod nung bata nung pinadevelop nila yung film. So, sabi nila, wala talagang tao doon. And definitely, walang naka-astronaut na outfit nung time na yon nung pinicturean niya yung anak niya. Dinala nila yung photo sa Kodak mismo. And si Kodak mismo yung nagsabi na yung picture is real, hindi siya niretoke, walang kahit anong nangyari doon na 1, 2, 3 or anything. Ayan, may pabutiki pa. So, wala talaga. Hindi nila alam kung bakit. Hanggang ngayon, kung bakit may astronaut doon sa photo na yon. So, if i-google nyo yun, yung photos that cannot be explained, isa siya doon. So, some people online, nililink nila yung dalawa. So, sabi nila, maybe yung time travelers talagang ganoon nga yung outfit nila. Maybe nung time na yun na pinipicturean yung anak, saka lang siya nag-appear in that certain time and place, kaya siya na-develop dun sa photograph. Who knows? So, I don't know. Okay, so doon na tayo sa next one. Okay, so the next one is called the Swiss ring watch. So, ang Swiss ring watch na ito, ganito itsura niya. Nahanap siya sa isang 400-year-old na tomb sa China. And itong libingan na to, hindi pa siya nagagalaw ng kahit sino. Okay? It's been 400 years na walang gumagalaw doon. Walang naghukay, walang kahit ano. And bigla silang nakahanap ng Swiss ring watch sa loob ng tomb. And sabi nila na this ring watch is around 100 years old. Nakakagulat kasi parang nung time na yon, ang Switzerland, hindi pa sila recognized as a country. Okay? And definitely, sa edad ng tomb na yon, Ming Dynasty period, wala pang mga relo. So, paano nakarating ang isang Swiss ring watch sa loob ng tomb? Kakaloka, no? Alright, so this next one is a little bit amusing for me. Okay? Kasi ito yung tinatawag nating the ancient laptop. So, isang engraving sa Egypt ang nahanap nila. It's around 2,500 years old. And yung sa engraving, may pinapakita doon na isang batang babae na may hawak-hawak na parang laptop, tapos isang babae na parang binubuksan niya yung laptop. Ginawa niya laptop stand yung alalay niya. So, sabi nung ibang mga tao, bakit merong laptop sa isang 2,500 years old na engraving na, or ano tawag doon? Engraving ako, yung engraving. Ano yung, basta yun, yung inukit sa pader nila sa Egypt. Wala pang laptops definitely noong panahon na yun. So, may mga ibang skeptics na nagsasabi na, ay hindi, ano yan, wax tablet yan. Kasi noong panahon, meron silang mga gano'n na wax tablet na doon sila nagsusulat. Pero marami rin nagsasabi na hindi siya pwedeng wax tablet kasi masyado siyang makapal para maging wax tablet. May ibang skeptics ang sinasabi naman nila na, ay hindi, jewelry box yan, na parang pinapapili ng jewelry daw yung babae. Sabi naman ng iba, hindi siya jewelry box kasi masyado naman siyang mababa. Masyado naman siya parang manipis. So, it's too shallow to be a jewelry box or jewelry case. So, who knows? Ang nakakapagtaka sa picture na to, guys, meron siyang dalawang butas dun sa tabi. So, definitely not a wax tablet. Bakit siya may dalawang butas na parang saksakan or saksakan ng USB? Sabi nung iba, maybe it is a proof of time travel. Maybe may nagbigay ng laptop sa kanila, sa ancient Egyptians nung time na yon. Pero sa akin, kung bigyan mo man sila ng laptop, saan naman nila isasaksak yun, di ba? Tapos, ano namang ma-enjoy nila doon? Magpe-paintbrush o magsusolitaire sila. Kasi wala namang internet nung panahon na yon. Pero who knows? It's just mysterious. Okay, next, doon na tayo sa the Apple iPhone. So, a lot of skeptics are really pushing for this na talagang hindi daw to Apple iPhone. Pero yung mismong CEO ng Apple ngayon, nagulat siya. Actually, yung nakita niya, sabi niya, I thought we were the ones who invented the iPhone. Pero apparently, I don't know anymore. Okay? So, this is a painting na merong lalaki na may hawak-hawak siya na mukhang iPhone 5, I guess. For me, it looks like an iPhone 5. Tapos, sabi nung iba, hindi, it's a letter. Kasi yun nga yung title ng painting na parang meron siyang inaabot na letter. Pero hindi siya mukhang letter, guys. Kahit magtupi ka ng papel, mukhang hindi ganun ang itsura. Magtingin mo ba pag nagtupi ka ng papel, kaya tinupi mo siya ng normal noong panahon na yon, mukha siyang iPhone? Hindi naman siguro pa sila nag-o-origami. This painting is 350 years old. Okay? So, well, definitely, wala pang iPhones nung panahon na yon. I don't know. You decide. The next one is another creepy finding. So, it's another mobile phone. And ito, mas creepy siya. Kasi ito, actual na clay model ng isang cellphone. Yung nahanap nila. So, nahanap itong mukhang cellphone na to sa Austria. And they say na it was made around 13th century BC. Okay? ganun katagal, as in ancient. And nung na-unearth nila tong mobile phone na to, nagulat sila kasi yung keypads, meron siyang Sumerian writing. So, ang Sumerian writing na style, yun yung nandun sa parang keypads niya. Okay? And it's a form of writing that was developed nung 3,500 BC. Ganun na katagal. So, mapag-iisip ka na if ganun ka-ancient, ganun na ba sila kagagaling mag-design na nakakapag-design na sila ng communication device? Something or anything na merong keypads, na may buttons, na samantalang nung panahon na yun, wala pang electrical, wala pang machines nung ganung panahon. And yet, nahanap nila yon. Creepy, no? Pero at the same time, I'm really amused. Kasi mahilig talaga ako sa mga ganitong facts. Okay, doon na tayo sa next one. Okay, this one is the latest finding. And it's just like the Swiss watch. So, ito naman yung Adidas mummy. So, lately, nakahanap sila ng isang mummy na may suot-suot na sneakers. Okay? Ancient mummy na may suot-suot na sneakers na mukhang Adidas na sneakers. It's the iconic parang maroon Adidas sneakers na may 3 stripes. And the ancient mummy is over 1,500 years old. So definitely, wala pa yatang Adidas nung time na yon, wala pang sneakers nung time na yon. They say, some skeptics, they say na, oh no, they're just really good in designing, ganyan, very fashionable. May isip mo ba yun nung panahon na makakagawa ka ng Adidas na sneakers? Tapos, if you would be buried, pipiliin mo ba na yun yung maging sapatos mo? Especially nung panahon na yun, hindi pa naman yun ang uso. Isip-isip. Okay, yung next 4 na ikukwento ko naman sa inyo ay mga actual na tao na to. Hindi na to yung mga sa painting, sa photographs, ganyan. Actual na mga tao na to na nakunan in photographs. Okay? So, let's start off with the hipster. So, sa kanya ko muna sisimulan kasi siya yung pinakasikat and I'm saving the best for last. Well, for me, yung the best is, basta, antayin nyo. You have to watch this whole video para ikukwento ko sa inyo later, okay? So, the next is called the hipster. So, si the hipster naman, kaya siya tinawag na ganon kasi may nakuha silang photo noong 1940s na may isang lalaki na mukha talaga siyang yung modern day hipster natin. Naka-wrap around sunglasses siya, medyo modern day yung haircut, naka-jacket siya, na parang hoodie yata yun, and naka-silk screen na t-shirt siya. Pag nakita niyo yung picture, obvious na he doesn't belong there. Tingnan mo yung mga katabi niya, hindi niya mukhang kauri in terms of style. So, it's either we just found the very first hipster in the world or time traveler. A lot of people say na time traveler. Siya yung pinakasikat actually. When you Google time traveling, siya yung pinakasikat na photo among others. Ang dami. Pero siya yung parang pinaka nauna. And they say na itong picture na to was taken 1940s. And given yung shirt na suot niya, which is parang faded na silk screen, ang silk screen na t-shirts, hindi pa siya na-invento until the 1970s. So, interesting, diba? Okay, dun tayo sa next. So, the next is called the factory worker, another famous one. So, the factory worker is this girl na nagtatrabaho daw sa DuPont factory in Massachusetts noong 1938. So, it shows this girl coming out of the factory. Marami sila. Obviously, may kausap siya. Nakaganon siya sa ears niya. And may kausap siya sa telepono. Obviously, it's a cell phone. So, nung panahon na yon, that was 1938, wala pang cellphones. Ang cellphones na-invent 1973 pa. And the first cellphone was sold at year 2000. Doon lang nila binenta. So, a lot of people say na, yung mga skeptics na naman, so they say na, no, it's a hearing aid, ganyan. And yet, if hearing aid, bakit siya nagsasalita? Obviously, dun sa video, wala naman siyang kausap na iba. Pero ganon. Tapos nung nakita niya biglang parang may camera, bigla niya parang binaba yung kamay niya. A lot of people say na, o yung mga naniniwala sa time travel, sabi naman nila na maybe it's her communication device dun sa, to communicate dun sa time niya talaga, or maybe dun sa mga nasa time machine niya or sa kanyang spaceship na pang time travel. So, who knows? Okay, the next one is the time traveler that appeared nung laban ni Mike Tyson and Peter McNally noong 1995. So, nung pinapanood ng mga tao yung fight nila, ni-replay nila, doon nila napansin na, oops, teka, may kakaiba. In slow motion nila, and nung na-pause nila yung video, they saw a person among the crowd na nire-record yung fight using a mobile phone. So, again, this was 1995. Wala pang ganitong klaseng cellphone noong panahon na to. Tandaan nyo, kung noong panahon, naalala nyo yung unang mga cellphone na lumabas, yung dala-dala mo pa yung battery, yung malalaki na mukhang pang helicopter, yung ganon. Yun ang unang cellphones, guys. And yun, nagsimula mabenta yun ng 2000, year 2000. And ito, 1995 pa lang, mukhang smartphone na may camera na. Okay? So, again, another proof of time travel. Skeptics say na naman na, no, it's a camera na ganito. May sinabi silang itsura ng camera na medyo swak doon sa itsura ng hawak-hawak ng guy. Pero, why would you hold a camera in that way? If you're recording a fight, bakit nakapatay yung ganon? Bakit hawak mo siya na parang mobile phone? Okay, doon na tayo sa last, doon sa favorite ko. And I find it really, really creepy and freaky. Pero, I'm still astounded by it. Okay, so this is the NYC Time Traveler. So, isang araw sa New York noong 1950s, biglang may nag-appear na lalaki sa gitna ng New York City. 1950s to ha. Only to be hit by a vehicle. So, siguro, nagulat siya na parang, kasi may mga witness na sinabi nila na parang tuliro yung guy, na parang hindi niya alam kung nasaan siya, para siyang hindi mapakali. Siguro nagulat siya na parang, oh my gosh, paano ako napunta dito? Nasagasaan siya. So, nung nasagasaan siya, dinala siya sa morgue, and yung mga detectives or investigators or police nung time na yon, tiningnan yung body niya. He was wearing mga sobrang pangsinaluma na clothing, and wala siyang kahit anong dala. Nung tiningnan nila yung bulsa niya, meron siyang mga pera na noon panahon pa yung currency. Tapos, nung tiningnan din nila yung kabilang bulsa niya, meron siyang sinaluma na relo, na may yung parang pocket watch noong panahon. Tapos meron siyang mga business cards. So, dun sa business cards, dun nila nalaman, yung business cards nila, yung sinaluma pa na handwritten pa. So, dun nila nalaman yung pangalan niya. And ang pangalan niya is si Rudolph Fentz. So, nagulat sila na parang, bakit itong lalaking to, bigla na lang nag-appear from nowhere, and yung damit niya mukhang pang 1800s pa. So, when they saw his name, tiningnan nila, ni-research nila kung sino siya. And ito yung pinaka-creepy doon, guys. Nung tiningnan nila, they found out that Rudolph Fentz disappeared without a trace noong 1876. So, noong 1876, nawala na lang siya. Nobody knew kung nasan siya, saan siya napunta. Only to appear noong 1950s. Tapos, doon lang rin siya namatay. Galing, no? Alright guys, so there you have it. So those are just some of my 10 time travel proofs that I gathered online and through articles to share with you guys if you are interested in this. So I know na marami pa, as in sobrang dami pa. I mentioned before, kaya ako nga ginawa tong channel na to is because I'm super interested in things like this. I really love to read about time travel, Mandela effects, aliens, ghosts, monsters, things of the unknown. So I just find it very interesting, and it's quite amazing that amazing yung possibilities na meron ang mundo na hindi pa natin alam. So, if you do like this, I hope you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if meron pa kayong mga gusto ring ma-share, and I will discuss it or I will share it in my next videos. Marami pa guys, marami pa akong mga nakalinya na nakapila actually na videos for you. I hope na nagustuhan nyo to, and I will see you guys again. Don't forget to subscribe on my next video. Bye!